What's up, guys? This is going to be a copywriting tutorial for beginners where I'm going to show you how to write a sales letter using the 12-step formula that's fairly common with internet marketing products, okay? So this is actually written as if it was like snail mail, like real mail, but you can apply the same concepts apply to email as well. So number one, get attention. This is essentially, they're saying like, write a good headline. So basically kind of like the concept that you want to have for a headline is you want something that's going to get their attention and tell them what problem you're going to solve for them, or essentially what you're going to offer them in the sales letter itself. So let's say we are selling, we'll do a simple one. How about like a copywriting course, right? Learn how to write copy that makes, or no, how about this? Learn the exact strategy used by a 17-year-old to generate over 17,241 in less than 1 month. Oh my gosh, right? So I'm sure you guys have seen stuff like that. Like, there's a reason, I think deep down we all know that it's like, come on, like really, did they really generated that much money in less than a month? Probably not, but still, for some reason, it just presses our buttons in the right way that we actually want to click on that. Okay, number two, identify the problem. Now that you have your reader's attention, you need to gain their interest by spelling out their problem. How it feels to have that problem, readers should say to themselves, yeah, that's exactly how I feel when they read your copy. In fact, you shouldn't stop there. Pretend it's an open wound that you're rubbing salt into. Okay, so this is also called twisting the knife. So let's, I don't know, we'll just freestyle a little bit. I know what you're thinking. You think I'm full of shit. And I totally understand why. How many times have you read a headline like that only to be disappointed with what the product actually offered? I know, because I was once like you. I was so broke that I could only afford to eat. All right. I had just lost my job at the, power plant. My girlfriend of 4 years ran off with my best friend, and to top it all off, I was so broke that I could only afford to eat cat food. Okay, this is like done a little bit tongue-in-cheek because I just like to have fun when I write. Now, I'm not saying that you that bad. All right. And all I would do is look online trying to figure out how to make money so I could get back on my feet. I was desperate. Desperate. Okay, provide the solution. Now that you've built your reader's interest by making them feel the pain, it's time to provide the solution. This is the part of the sales letter where you boldly stake your claim that you can solve the reader's problem. Until one day, I stumbled upon something that changed everything. I had never heard of copywriting. I thought it was what people do to their books to make sure nobody steals them. Content written inside. But when I found out the immense power of the written word, how it could be used to gently coax people into pulling out their credit cards, I became obsessed. All day and all night, I was consumed with the desire to write better and better copy. Before I knew it, my work had paid off. In my first month, I only made, I don't know, $39. My second month, I made, I don't know, $591. My third month was when everything changed. In my third month, generated over almost $20,000 just from one simple sales letter. Present your credentials. In most cases, after you've introduced yourself and your product or service, your reader's thinking, yeah, sure, he can fix my problem. That's what they all say. So now it's important to hit them right away with the reason why you can be trusted. So we kind of did this in the last step because I'm talking about like how I did this, right? Like saying basically I found the solution. Now we want to build trust and show that they can also do it. Now I know what you're thinking. Sure. Here, I can just copy that. Sure, he can fix my problem. That's what they all say. And you're right. They all do say that. What do we say after that? Shoot. It probably seems like I'm just some greedy marketer trying to get you to pull out your credit card. I understand. I really do. Now, in case you have an open mind and are willing to hear me out, I'd like to show you exactly why I can help you, or no, maybe exactly how I can help you copy my methods virtually word for word so that you can join me on my tropical beach here in Thailand. The fact is that I've helped over 300 students do what I do. Here are some video testimonials that you can watch. Okay, now if you don't have video testimonials, you don't have to have video testimonials. You can do screenshots here. Just check out the screenshots down below. Obviously, screenshots can be faked. Video testimonials can be faked. But I think that in people's desire to believe that there is a solution to their problem, they generally won't look too closely at that. You might get some skeptics who are like, oh, well, he just photoshopped that or whatever. But like at the end of the day, let's say you even do Photoshop it. If you really can deliver the results and you just don't have any testimonials yet, then, I guess ethically you're going to have to make the choice, is it okay to fudge something if you really can deliver the results just to get the customer to feel comfortable enough to trust you. So, it's up to you to make that choice. All right. But if you don't have screenshots, just use words, right? I remember my first student. Bridget was a single mom who lived in my neighborhood. She was always telling me about her money problems, and I felt awful because there was never anything I could do to help her. But armed with my new copywriting skills, I took her under my wing, and she became my star pupil. And then examples, proof. Alright, show the benefits. Now it's time to tell the reader how they will personally benefit from your product or service. Don't make the common mistake of telling all the features of your product without talking about the benefits. As I already stated, people are interested not so much in you or even your product or service, but what it will do for them. Alright, so basically, now look, I still don't know. How about this? No, whatever. Now look. I still don't know whether or not you believe me. Maybe I just made it all up. But think for a second. But imagine for a second that everything I said was true. Imagine that in less than 3 months, you could be making more money than you've ever made in your life, and it would be almost 100% passive income. What would that do for you? How would your life change? Who are the close people in your life that you could help with such a significant amount of money? Maybe you're the type of person who has always wanted to travel. Well, guess what? Now you can travel in style. Or maybe you've been dreaming of the day where you can finally own your own home. Well, guess what? If you follow my instructions, then I promise you that future is not far off. That future is less than a few months away. Give social proof. After you've presented all your benefits, the reader will again begin to doubt you, even though they secretly want all your claimed benefits to come true. To build your credibility and believability, present your reader with testimonials from satisfied customers. Okay, so we kind of did this before, right? So like, I guess in present your credentials, we could, instead of saying just check out the screenshots, we could focus more on this. I've helped over 300 students and can do what I do, right? So actually what we'll do is we'll cut that, we'll paste that into this section. And up here, let's rewrite that. Where was it? The fact is I've helped over 300 students. Do what I do. But before we get too ahead of ourselves, let me introduce myself. My name is Bob Jones, and I have been a professional copywriter for over 20 years. I used to work for one of the biggest advertising agencies in New York. New York, where I ran the copywriting department. In my time on the job, during my years sitting in that office, I honed my skills like an ancient samurai, waiting for the day where I would finally be able to share them with more people like you. Alright, whatever, you get the idea. Basically talk about how awesome you are. Make your offer. Your offer is the most important part of your sales letter. A great offer can overcome mediocre copy, but great copy cannot overcome a mediocre offer. Interesting. Your offer should be irresistible. You want your reader to say to themselves, I'd be stupid not to take advantage of this deal. So, if you've gotten this far, then probably just want me to get to the point already. So here it is. I have put together a, I don't know, about 14-hour video course that explains everything you need to know to become a professional copywriter and make 6 figures this year. This is my life's work. And I could easily get away with charging, I don't know, 10,000 plus for it. In fact, as a copywriter, I often charge clients more than that for one single sales letter. Now, not only will you receive my in-depth copywriting training, but I'm also going to throw in some extras that will help you get there even faster. Okay, extra 1, extra 2, extra 3, so on and so forth. Make the offer. Is that the price? Yeah, that is the price. Okay, so let's get down to it. How much is this going to cost? 5,000? 3,000? 2,000? No, no, and no. For just one single payment of, I don't know, $397, you can start your journey to follow in the footsteps of over 300 happy students who have changed their lives for the better by learning how to write effective sales copy. And that's not all. All right, and then if you want to throw in some more bonuses, I guess you can. All right, Inject Scarcity. Most people take their time responding to offers, even when they are irresistible. There are many reasons why people procrastinate on investing in a solution. To motivate people to take action, they usually need an extra incentive. Remember when I said that people are more motivated to act by the fear of loss than gain? That's exactly what you are doing when you inject scarcity into your letter. Okay, so now here's the bad news. This offer between my current clients, my family, and my and my debilitating addiction to luxury travel to business class, to flying business class. No. Luxury travel to foreign countries. I can only offer this course to 100 people. No, actually. How about this? Because this course is so specific in what it teaches, needs to be done on a strict 30-day timeline. That means that every day, one of our instructors will walk you through each module and teach you another hands-on lesson for writing effective sales copy. This course will start in start on, I don't know, March 7th. And then normally, like ClickFunnels, for example, they'll have like a timer, like a countdown timer. So then like, you can say like, that's only in 3 days. And then it like slowly ticks down second by second. In other words, you don't have all the time. In other words, you need to make a decision now. So, are you going to stay the same way you are now? Do you really want to keep getting your same results? Do you really not want your bank account to grow exponentially? Then don't do anything. And you can just close this page right now and go back to browsing Facebook. And then call to action, right? So call to action, do not assume that your reader knows what to do to receive the benefits from your offer. You must spell out how to make the order in a very clear and concise language, whether it's picking up the phone and making the call, filling out an order form, faxing the order form to your office, etc. You must tell them exactly how to order from you, okay? So on a sales page in ClickFunnels, this is fairly straightforward. It's because you're gonna have a big yellow button that says like, buy here. But what we're gonna do actually, because basically what we did in this part is we said, do you really want all these bad things to happen with you? No, obviously is what they're gonna say. So what we're gonna say is, but if you want to change your life and the lives of the people closest to you in a meaningful way, then I think you know what to do. And then we'll have a button right here. It says buy now. When you click that button, you'll be taken to a checkout page. On that page, you're going to enter in your details, so we can send you a link to your membership panel. In that panel, you'll find instructions and pre-training on exactly what you need to do before we start the course on March 7th. All right, I guess you can flesh out the call to action a little bit more, but essentially what you're doing, telling them to buy, like, give me your money. Give a warning. A good sales letter will continue to build emotion right up to the very end. In fact, your letter should continue to build emotion even after your call of action using the risk of loss strategy. Tell the reader what would happen if they didn't take advantage of your offer. Okay, so we kind of did this here by doing this. So I guess what we could have done is like really expanded on this, but I don't really think that's necessary. I think what we can do is we can just kind of go back to this, just kind of reiterate like what they don't want to do. Because essentially like when you ask people to buy something, they're going to feel like a little bit anxious. They're going to be like, oh my God, I have to buy it. So you need to kind of like encourage them a little bit more. In that panel, find the instruction on what to do. Now look, I know you're probably thinking that $397 is a lot of money. And you're right. $397 is a lot of money. For some people, that's their rent payment. For others, it pays for their car. And those are all important things that most of us need to pay for. But you know what's even more expensive than paying your rent or paying your car payment? Missing out on the opportunity to learn a guaranteed system for generating 5 figures every month as a copywriter. Now look, if you had some other opportunity in your lap, maybe some other professional, world-class expert offering you a chance to learn from him directly, to follow the exact same strategies that every single one his successful students followed, I would say go for it. Do you have that? Are people like me just banging down your door, offering you the chance to change your financial situation for the rest of your life? Somehow, I doubt it. And look, to be honest with you, I don't even really care if you decide to take the course or not. I'm doing just fine. I have more money than I'll ever need. And I could... than I'll ever need. I'm a simple man. All I want is a tropical beach, hot sunshine, and the freedom to work from my laptop anywhere in that I choose. Everything else is just a bonus. Alright, so anyway, we'll just go with that. Close with a reminder, always include a postscript. Believe it or not, your PS is the 3rd most read element of your sales letter. I've seen good copywriters not just use one postscript, but many. In your postscript, you want to remind them of your irresistible offer. If you use scarcity in your sales letter, include your call to action, then remind them of the limited time or quantity. If it sounds like a simple step, postscripts get noticed. So we're going to basically, before we do the postscript, we're going to kind of like offer them again. We're going to say, so, what's it gonna be? All right. Are you going to continue with what you have and not change? Are you going to join the ranks of hundreds of happy students who are living the dream life they had only dreamed of? Click that button, buy the course. You'll be happy you did. Boom, nailed that shit. All right, so PS. What the fuck are you gonna write in your PS? PS. I don't know. How about some authentic talk? Look, I know some of the stuff I wrote in this sales letter probably came off pretty harsh. After all, who am I to judge your life, your problems, the issues you faced? And you'd be right. You'd be right about that. But I know how difficult it is to change. I was once just like you. I wasn't born making several hundred thousands of dollars out a year. I didn't come out, how about, no. I ate a lot of shit before I got to where I was today, or where I am today. And to be honest with you, making the money wasn't even the hard part. The hardest part was actually believing that I could do it. The hardest part was believing that it was even possible. But once I took that leap of faith, once I paid the money for my own course, yes, I also paid for courses. How do you think I got so good so fast? I dove in head first and committed to making it work. I can't make you reach that point in your life. I can try with all my fancy copywriting. At the end of the day, the decision is ultimately up to you. So I end this letter with final call to action. Enroll in the course. Have nothing to lose. If it doesn't meet your expectations, have a full refund, no questions asked. This is a really good fucking sales letter. No questions asked. You literally have nothing to lose. So, anonymous internet stranger, what are you waiting for? You're only minutes away, seconds away from changing your life forever. Boom. Nailed that shit. Okay, so that is the 12-step thing for whatever I was just talking about. Right now, I don't know. I think that's pretty damn good. Although to be fair, I've read a lot of sales letters. Copywriting sales letter. All right, I like that. Now, I might make this available for you guys in the description of this video. I'm not sure if I actually want to keep it for myself and like come up with some like copywriting course now, which I hadn't really thought of until I did this video. But that's like, I don't know, I'm pretty happy with that. Now, obviously, I let my own like little flair kind of go into it. And I type very fast, and I, have written a lot in my life, so it was a little bit easier for me to kind of crank it out. But the important thing to focus on here is that the concepts are what creates the letter, okay? It's these concepts. You can hire anybody, you can send them the link to this article, and they'll be able to create something similar, right? They might not have the same like flair that I have, but who cares, right? You're still going to convert some people into sales. Cool, so if you guys have any questions on this copywriting tutorial for beginners, how to write a sales letter, anything like that, feel free to ask them in a comment. This is going to be the first of several copywriting videos that I do, because this is going to be my new hobby, I've decided. Cool, questions, leave them in a comment, click like if you liked it, just click like anyway, just do it, and then subscribe. Peace.